The only way to discover the limits of the possible is to go beyond them into the impossible. Arthur C. Clarke.
Obesity is one of the main global health problems that can lead to other problems, such as heart disease, diabetes, and certain cancers. According to the World Health Organization, in Southeast Asia, around 1.9 billion adults are overweight, with 650 million adults are obese. Obesity and overweight are mainly caused by an unhealthy lifestyle, such as minimum physical activity and unhealthy eating habits. Snacking as a stress relief can contribute to obesity, especially if the food contains high calorie and high sugar. Therefore, a healthier snack alternative is needed to reduce the sugar and calorie intake. Chocolate is a very popular snack with high sugar, fat, and calories, which lead to the main cause of obesity and overweight. However, dark chocolate is high in antioxidant, including flavonoid, catechins, pyrrocyanidins, and theobromine, with several health benefits, such as reducing the risk of heart disease and diabetes. On the other hand, the vegan population is rising worldwide. This made 20% of the food and beverage industries have incorporated vegan products due to the relevance of sustainability and global shift towards healthier lifestyle. There is also a huge shift in attention in the chocolate industry. As an example, in Europe, vegan chocolate has reached a market size worth of 644.99 million US dollar in 2024 and is projected to expand at a CAGR exceeding 13.6% from 2024 to 2032 with market size more than 2.08 billion US dollar in 2023. In that market, dark chocolate is accounted for the largest market size as a form of molded bars that are anticipated to experience strong growth through 2032. Following the health trend, probiotic-rich food have been rising in popularity in the food industry along with the vegan diet. They are generally liked due to their contribution in gut health and also improving the immune system. However, only around 10% of the probiotic form from food can enter to our gut due to the gastric acid. Hence, many methods are studied to improve the probiotic food, such as, such as the encapsulation method. According to the research, encapsulation technology will increase the survival rate of probiotics, including the Bacillus coagulans, so the food product will have a higher amount of probiotic to contribute to human health.
Addressing these issues and these new opportunities, we from Brawijaya University have come up with a potential solution. Mocho, vegan organic dark chocolate with moringa oleifera leaves and stevia fortified using Bacillus coagulans encapsulate as an alternative vegan choco snack to support healthcare and vegan diet.
Our innovation uses four main ingredients, including dark chocolate, where in this research we are going to use dark couverture chocolate as an alternative. We will also be using moringa oleifera leaves, stevia as a sweetener, and lastly encapsulated probiotic, specifically Bacillus coagulans. Dark chocolate has a high polyphenolic content, such as flavonoids, pyrrocyanidins, and catechins. This polyphenolic content helps in several health benefits, such as reducing the risk of heart disease and diabetes. Moringa oleifera leaf powder is also used as a main source of nutritional benefits in our products. As we all know, moringa can be considered as a superfood as it has many nutrition and health benefits, such as high in protein content, minerals, antioxidants, and polyphenols, as shown in our data. While stevia is used as our main sweetener, since it is 300 times sweeter than sucrose, and therefore it is used to add sweet flavor in a small amount and to balance out the bitterness from the dark couverture chocolate or dark chocolate and the moringa leaves. Although stevia acts as a sweetener, stevia also have several health benefits such as anti-hyperglycemic activity, anti-hypertensive activity, anti-caries activity, and anti-inflammatory activities. And lastly, in our innovation, we will incorporate Bacillus coagulans as a probiotic in form of an encapsulate. This bacteria encapsulation helps to increase the survival rate of our probiotic in food process where we use Bacillus coagulans since it has a generally higher survival rate because it has a spore form, and by encapsulating it, this will increase the chances of our probiotic to enter to the human gut.
Next is how we prepare our product. The first step is preparing the moringa leaf powder. We start by prepare fresh moringa leaves and wash it with water to remove dirt. Then the leaves are dried in the oven at 60 degrees Celsius for 4 hours and let cool. After the leaves are dried, it is then blended and sieved to make a fine powder. Then we continue to prepare the encapsulated probiotics by prepare the wall matrix consisting of skim milk powder, maltodextrin, and cellulose acetate phthalate with a ratio of 5 to 2 to 1 and 5% of insulin prebiotic. The wall matrix will be sterilized with autoclave at 121 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes to prevent contamination. After the sterilization, Bacillus coagulant spore will be added to the wall matrix and spray dried. After prepare the moringa leaves and encapsulate the probiotic, we can continue to the chocolate production. First off, we start by melting the cultured chocolate in a microwave oven. The melted chocolate then add with a spray dryer micro-encapsulated Bacillus coagulants, a few drops of stevia sweetener, and 5% fine moringa leaf powder. Then mix homogeneously and temper the chocolate. After tempering the chocolate, it is molded and let set before it is packaged in LDPA plastic packaging.
After the production process, we are going to do a few analyses in order to test the quality of our products. This includes antioxidant analysis, and then bacterial survival analysis, fat blooming test, and a sensory evaluation. First is the antioxidant activity analysis, where we are going to use 5 grams of sample, which is grounded with M-hexane for 30 minutes, and then air dried for 24 hours. Then the sample will be extracted 3 times using 10 milliliters of an acetone water hydrochloric acid mixture. Then the samples will be centrifuged at 4000 G for 10 minutes and then evaporated using a rotary evaporator, transferred to a flask and diluted with the same acetone water hydrochloric acid mixture to obtain a final extract volume of 10 milliliters. The final extract volume will be taken around 10 microliter and then added into a 14 microliter of radical solution in a tube, and the mixture will be incubated in the dark for 20 minutes to protect from light. And afterward, the absorbance will be measured at 536 nanometer using a UV phase spectrophotometer. The antioxidant activity analysis can be measured with a formula below, with a control that represents the absorbance value of control, and a sample represents the absorbance value of the sample. Next is the bacterial survival test, which is analyzed by in vitro using stimulated gastric fluid to imitate the stomach acid environment and simulated intestinal fluid to simulate the colon-based environment. Microencapsulated bacteria will be tested on a pH 2 simulated gastric fluid in a 30, 60, 90, and 120 minutes variable, and then it will be centrifuged, washed, and spread it on a nutrient agar to see any growth of bacteria. It will be also tested on a pH 7.5 simulated intestinal fluid in a 1, 2, 3, and 4 hour variable, and then the same spread plate method will be used to grow the bacteria. And finally, we will do a total plate count of the bacterial growth. The viability of the cell will be calculated using cell counting formula as shown in the picture. And the percentage of survival rate of probiotics will be quantified by this formula. Finally, we will do the fat blooming test, which is conducted by storing the product in room temperature for 21 days, and it will be examined visually to check for any bloom formation on the surface of the sample. And then lastly, there will be a sensory evaluation, which will be conducted with 40 semi-trained panelists. The chocolate is presented blindly coated and served in a 10 to 12 grams per bite, and the sensory quality evaluation is conducted at a 20 to 22 degrees Celsius temperature of the product, and the panelists will assess the chocolate's color, texture, aroma, sweetness, taste, aftertaste, and overall acceptability using a 7-point hedonic test scale, where 1 represents extremely disliked and 7 represents extremely liked.
For the antioxidant activity analysis, the chocolate with 5% moringa leaf powder has 44.58% antioxidant activity. That is higher than control, which only have 14.70%. It is proof that the incorporation of moringa oleifera leaf enhance the antioxidant activity of the chocolate. In vitro analysis can be seen through this graph. The bacillus coagulans encapsulated with SMC mark a loss of only 0.93 log CFU per gram, compared to free cells that lost a significantly 3.2 log CFU per gram. This shows that encapsulation contributes to higher survival rate of probiotics in the food product. In the fat bloom test, there are no white or gray spots on the surface of the chocolate after 8 weeks of storage, indicating that there is no fat bloom formation. For the sensory analysis, using the 7-point hedonic scale, chocolate with 5% moringa leaf powder provides overall acceptability of 5.65, more or less 1.22, which the highest score in aroma, which is 5.85, with more or less 1.23. There is no significant difference compared to the control, which is 5.83, more or less 1.4, proving that the chocolate can be accepted. The texture of chocolate is also stable throughout 8 weeks due to the enrichment with moringa leaf powder.
As a conclusion, Mocho creatively integrates dark chocolate with encapsulated probiotics to enhance gut health, nutrient-dense moringa leaf, and natural stevia for sweetness. This innovative formulation yields a premium, delectable chocolate bar that can be savored without guilt, while also encouraging healthier and sustainable eating behaviors. Mocho offers a potential solution for developing a healthier snack alternative, especially for the obesity issue.